Alright, this has got me excited because normally I hate bannings, but the banning of Treasure Cruise has allowed me to play my favorite deck of all time, and that's Sneak and Show. Now, this on the play in the first round is your dream opening hand. You have Show and Tell, Grizzlebrand, Force of Will backup, 2 Lotus Petals to cast it on turn 1. So it's basically Leyline and Grizzlebrand. No idea what I'm playing. Could be playing anything, to be honest. Don't care. I don't think there's a deck out there that, unless they kept double Force of Will and 2 blue cards in their hand. I don't know how many decks I could deal with this turn 1. Let alone the 14 cards I could draw off of it. So, alright, so we got a Underground Sea and Brainstorm. I mean, see, here's the thing about this deck, man. I don't care if I win or lose. I just have fun playing it. Granted, Containment Priest has made it really, really annoying. Like, to print a card that says you can no longer play this deck is very frustrating. So, he's probing me. It looks like there's been a lot of Grixis Delver running around on Moda. This may be it, but this is an awful lot of cantrips in the first 2 turns. No, first turn. I did ramp up mana, so that could be a little dangerous. There's a Brainstorm into a Ponder after a Probe. It's a lot of stuff going on. Alright, so he's on Storm. He can go off here. That is entirely possible. No, he can't go off anymore. He would need LED, Petal, no way. He would need Ritual, LED. God, I don't even know. He would need like Dark Ritual, LED, Infernal Tutor, something. Alright, so I'm going to take out a Probe here. I want to get in the Leylines of Sanctity and the Flusterstorm, because those, I think, are the 2 best cards I have against Storm. I was playing against my, no one ever expects the Sneak and Show deck to run in Leyline of Sanctity. But, on Moto, it's important that you always run Leyline of Sanctity in almost every deck, because Mono Red's a thing. And, Eidolon is a thing, so I got in the Flusterstorms, I have in the Leylines. I mean, I guess that's fine. This hand is meh. If he's very slow and he doesn't have an answer to the Leyline, and I draw Fetchland or Volcanic Island. Oh, whoops. Oh, come on. No, turn off audio. Damn it. I F6 through my turn. That was not good. Not against Storm. The Storm play Tundra? Alright, so we got a Silence LED, Ritual, Petal. Looks like Therapy. I'm going to show you guys the best tool ever, by the way. I don't know why everyone on the planet doesn't use this. But the snip tool is just amazing. Being able to, see what your opponent has. Alright, so his hand is not amazing either. He needs to draw an Infernal Tutor and some cantrips. So, I'm not entirely worried. I still need to draw a Volcanic, Silence. Petal. Oh, he may have drawn the Infernal Tutor there. Or he could have drawn... No, he must have drawn Petal. I mean, not Infernal Tutor. Alright, so he has to hit a bounce spell. It could be Void Snare, it could be Chain of Vapor. Alright, so he's going off here. Remembering to hold down the control button to maintain priority, so that he doesn't sack his LEDs in his entire hand. Alright, so there's Tendrils. And he needs to hit one of those two cards before he hits 0. So I'm kind of hoping he doesn't, but I don't think he would play Void Snare. But I honestly have never seen a Storm deck play Tundra and Silence. It's a very interesting addition. Alright, he's at 5. That's good. 4. Okay. He's thinking. Keep going. He already hit Tendrils, so that was his big spell. Anything else that he hits is 1 mana, maybe 2 mana at the most. Unless, you know, he brought in an Emrakul. I have no idea. These things would be cray-cray. Alright, so he stopped at 3. And he obviously is going to try and ponder and brainstorm for the, for the bounce spell, for the ley line. Or, no, he's not playing Tess, he's playing Ant, so he doesn't have access to Empty the Warrens or Burning Wish. I mean, he already has like 50 storms, so that's not his issue. The issue is whether or not he can find his answer to my ley line, which I think would have been a little more dangerous had I not F6 through my opening turn, but alright, so we ponder. That's fine. Chain of Vapor. Darn. Alright. I mean, I could have sacrificed... Ah, there was the land, too. So, I would have had... At that point in the game, I would have been 1 turn away. Regardless, it's all good. I think I want to get a Relic of Progenitus in, just to... I don't know entirely what that'll do, but I kind of like it. I saw that he brought in Caracas when he went through the Tendrils thing, so... Ashen Rider may not be the worst thing in the world. Misdirection may be good for the bounce spell. For Chain of Vapor. Although Force of Will I think is just better, but this at least will play around in some way, shape, or form. It'll play around Cabal Therapy. So, you know, because that way, if you're holding a Force and a Misdirection rather than just a, rather than just 2 forces, they can't just wipe your hand. So, alright, game 3. This hand is meh. This hand is not great. No cantrips, no force. Nothing like my opening hand game 1, so I'm going to mull this. This hand looks bad at first, but I've done more with less. So I'm going to ponder here. Well, I needed to hit either a fetch, which I play a lot of, or anything that produces blue, which I did not. Alright. Well, sometimes, just gotta roll with it. Normally I never mulligan, so... at least I had an F6. Okay, Duress. Now, my one out here is to hit Runner Runner Land, and so I need to Force a Will this to get the show and tell. That's because my only out is potentially... Alright, there you go. That's one part. Ponder. Alright, oh, that's perfect. 1, 2... And then I'm going to play the Lotus. Well, I could play the Lotus Petal this turn. I don't think it really matters. But I needed to keep the show and tell in my hand. If I didn't, I was going to lose. If I kept it, I had a really good shot at winning. So, yes, I know Force of Will, getting rid of Flusterstorm to counter a Duress may not be the best move, but it was my only move. You can argue it wasn't, but alright, so he's got 2 mana, that's fine. He doesn't know that I have land on top, which is nice. And he did absolutely nothing that turn, which is pretty sweet. He must not have much in his hand, to be honest. Alright, good. So I get to play Grizzlebrand. I will never say no to Grizzy. I'm gonna get rid of the petal, keep the land in play, just in case I draw a Flusterstorm or a Spell Pierce or something of that nature. Even you know, I just want to like keep my mana up. All right, so show and tell resolves. I'm guessing Grizzlebrand comes into play. That makes me happy. And he played a land, which, you know, whatever. I'm gonna draw some cards here because against his deck, being at 3 life and being at, you know, whatever life really doesn't matter. Alright, Chain of Vapor, that's fine. I'm gonna Brainstorm here. Well, actually, wait. I have the ability to draw 7 cards, so I'll do that. Wow, that was a bad 7 cards to pick up there. So, it's fine though. I mean, what's great about drawing 14 cards is that I can now put together the 7 best cards, or the 7 cards I think are the best, into my hand and not worry about anything else. So I think I want to leave myself with 1 Emrakul, 1 Grizzlebrand, 1 Sneak Attack, 1 Petal, 1 Show and Tell. I can even afford to get rid of the land, honestly. Now, and you know, also what's cool about Emrakul, I needed the shuffle effect, so well, you don't lose the cards, you know, Emrakul just shuffles them all back. So I actually kept their Omniscience, Show and Tell, Sneak Attack, Defense Grid means nothing. It's pointless. It's just like a, but I'm gonna Brainstorm here in case I don't have the opportunity to. Alright, so there's a Grizzy. Got a couple petals, so next turn's gonna be fun. I mean, he obviously, like, cards like Defense Grid just hurt hurt the Storm deck, honestly. Alright, so I'm at 3, so I need to be smart in how I do this, because, you know, I don't want to, like, crack a fetch and die. Alright, so I'm gonna empty out my hand here. I may go down to 1, and I'm gonna Show and Tell for Omniscience. By using Omniscience to cast Emrakul, I will gain an extra turn. Yeah, that whole deal. Then I'm going to play Sneak Attack using Omniscience, and then I'm going to activate Sneak Attack and attack with Grizzlebrand so I can get myself to draw 7 cards with the Grizzlebrand. While I'm at 1, I'll attack with it, go up to 8. You know, you never know what your opponent may have, so whatever. I would just like to give myself a little bit of a buffer, at least. So I'm going to draw. Alright, so I'm going to use Omniscience to play Leyline. He's going to make me go through the whole deal here. This is my 2nd turn. I don't know why I'm tapping mana. I really need to stop doing that. I have an Omniscience in play. Take a look at his hand. Silence, Ritual, Infernal Tutor. Alright, and that's game. So, if you guys want to see the deck, it should be currently in my hand at the moment. And I'll be going on to round 2 of this Legacy Daily, which will take a while, thanks to Miracles and Sensei's Divining Top. I'll see you in a bit.